In this video, I'm going to explain to you the biggest reason people don't get the results they want in life. So if you're finding yourself feeling stuck, or no matter how hard you're working and grinding towards an outcome, you just aren't getting there, stick around. This video is for you. Subscribe to this channel. We get into all that, personal growth, achieving success, and much more. My name is Remy Ellis. Welcome, everybody. Quickly, I just wanted to explain the genesis of this video. I personally am recently coming out of a period in my life where it seemed like I was underachieving, underreaching my potential. It's a really tough space to be in and operate in if you're like me, really demanding excellence from yourself, a perfectionist. Thankfully, I'm coming out of this period of my life. I had an epiphany that I want to share with you. So hopefully by sharing this information, if I can help out one other person, that's good enough for me. So I got to thinking about results and being productive in all areas of life. More and more, I'm finding that if my mind is right when it comes to one area of my life, like fitness and diet, that seeps into my professional work and my finances and other areas of my life. Conversely, if my mind is not clear around any one aspect of my life, that haze, that disorder, it starts to seep into the other areas, and it can make things really difficult when it feels like nothing in your life is really going the way you want it to. I know a lot of us have felt that feeling, and that's a really tough feeling to get out of, because when it feels like everything is stacked up against you, that's when people give up, quit, shut down, become less than themselves, and nobody wants that. So how can we reverse that? How can we get the results we want in life? Is that possible? Yes, it is. Here's how. The top achievers in life, they've taken out the option for failure and chaos. They've actually removed the ability for their life to get out of control, which allows them to create any result they want. And anyone can do this. The fact that they're the top achievers shouldn't demotivate you. This should actually excite you, because you have what it takes inside you to become a top achiever. In fact, it's so easy that almost nobody does it. And I know I'm going to lose some people in a minute here, but just stick with me. The way to achieve the results you want is to create a plan to achieve them. Easy, right? You knew that, right? Let's take it a step deeper, since you still have some results you've yet to achieve. The mere fact of having a plan moves you way closer to getting your results than not having a plan. The plan doesn't even have to be good. That's the thing. By setting forth a plan, writing it down, or putting something where you operate consistently, you're shifting into becoming a person that achieves results. The fact that you have an actual plan, remember again, it doesn't even have to be good, sets you apart from 90% of people. What most people do, that 90%, sometimes myself included, and sometimes you included, we have this result that we want. Take anything from your life, a career, new job, a certain amount of money, want to go on a vacation, want a new car, want a relationship. We take that end result and we place that in the center of our minds. We fixate on this result and don't worry too much about how we're going to get there. So we place it at the top of our minds. We believe that just because we're thinking about it and envisioning the result, that it will fall right into our laps. And because we're misguided by this false sense of achievement, we don't spend any time planning out how we're going to get there or who we even need to be to have it. We fall into what I call result seeking. So there's something I want to achieve, but I don't have a real plan, so I'm just going to randomly do things I read about or hear about or think will get me closer without following a plan, and just see if any of this random action gets me the result. Well, we all know how that goes. Result seeking is sporadic and random. And that leads you to confusion, frustration, because you're trying all this stuff and maybe even working really hard at it, but not getting the results you want. You might be working really hard just at the wrong thing, but the result is so burned into your brain. We have such tunnel vision on the end result that the present moment and the decisions and actions we take right now to get the future result, they get lost, they get overlooked. We're just focusing on the wrong thing. Envisioning you having the results you want is great, and I actually advise that you do this. You picture the results you want. But that can't be your end strategy. Manifestation is a real thing that really works, but not without a plan. The word plan is defined as a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something. Quite literally, you cannot achieve something without a plan. So instead of doing random things and getting random results, set forth a simple plan, 1, 2, 3 steps to get there. An example in my own life that's really relevant is in my career. So I work in sales. and I need to hit a certain number of weekly goals for my activity. Let's say I'm responsible for having 30 quality engagements per week. That's my goal. How do I get there? If I go all week without a plan, doing things at random when I get inspired or motivated, or maybe I'm doing things that I've found success in the past with, there's no guarantee that I'm going to achieve my goal of 30 quality engagements. I'm really leaving it up to chance if it's all random. And I'm not about leaving my life up to chance. I want control of my life. I need a plan. It can be as simple as reach out to 200 people a day by email, call 20 people a day, follow up from 5 meetings I've had in the past. Just by laying out this simple plan, a simple strategy, that gets me into the mode of strategizing and moves me towards my result. Now, instead of result seeking, fixating myself on the fact that I need 30 quality engagements for the week to hit my quota, and trying frantically to do whatever I think will get me there, I'll follow a more structured plan for outreach, prospecting, following up. Doesn't that just make sense? I can't do random. Random doesn't work long term. So in summary, don't get too fixated on the desired end result that you forget to lay out a simple starting plan. It doesn't even have to be good. Your plan is undoubtedly going to change along the way anyway, but by committing yourself to the plan instead of the result, you set yourself apart from 90% of people. And if you want things that 90% of people don't have, you're going to have to do things that 90% of people don't do. Thank you for tuning in. I've been Remy Ellis. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. You know the deal. I'll see you next time.